Here's a public service announcement from the people behind the COVID-19 plandemic who have a new warning for you. Watch.
COVID was, for me, like a rehearsal.
There will absolutely be an outbreak of another pandemic. It may be next year.
We just need to mess around. There's a lot of lipid nanoparticles, and some are very self-assembly.
We know what's next. A new wave of pandemics is going to be upon us.
I'm convinced that there will be another pandemic.
Oh, certainly we'll have one in the next 25 years. There's even some pathogens out there that we're watching over right now. And so I'd probably put bioterror, which is a really awful.
We are going to see a whole new age of biological weapons.
In other words, you plebes are getting a little too uppity, and we, your butters, are going to have to cull your herd with another bioweapon. And why was Elon Musk yucking it up with Albert Bourla of Pfizer at the recent White House dinner for the Saudi government? Guess it's just one big club, and we aren't in it. Right on time, here comes the corporate press to tell you that we are in for the mother of all seasons of respiratory illnesses coming your way. To help us understand what we should be concerned about really this season and how we should best prepare for it, we're joined by Michael Kunzler of All Family Pharmacy, who is one of our wonderful sponsors here at Lindell TV. It's great to see you, Mike. All right.
It's great to see you as well. Thanks for having me.
Okay, they're warning that this flu season is just going to be absolutely terrible, right? But it's the same thing we hear every year, if you ask me. There's even a new mRNA flu vaccine being tested. Even its creators are warning about serious side effects for once. Though, Michael, really what should people be worried about, and how should they protect themselves this flu season?
Every flu season, we should always be, somewhat worried about the flu. And, now we have to talk about COVID in the mix. But the flu, sinus infections, all these different bacteria and viral infections that, hit us throughout December, January, and February, and then lead us into allergy season. But, I have pharmacists who work at large corporate chains, and, they come to us every year, and we kind of hear the same thing. The flu vaccine missed the mark. The vaccine or the flu is actually mutating, so it's going to be a bad flu season. We hear that every year. It's going to be a bad flu season. Last year was awful because it was a combination of COVID and the flu, and it's probably what we're expecting again this year. Who knows what the difference between COVID and the flu is nowadays? We don't really test for either one, but we just want to stay prepared. So preparedness is, getting Tamiflu, getting some, antibiotics, some inhalers if you're asthmatic, prednisone. There's different options. We have a list of physicians you could speak with to see what's best for you. I don't want to make that determination. I want you to speak to a doctor. I want you to make a informed medical decision for you and your family. And that is to stay prepared. Bulk up on some antibiotics. Z-Paks are always a favorite. Augmentin is always big during this time of the year. And then the Tamiflu as well.
This made me think. Now, I have, since the pandemic, I've kept a stock of an assortment of antibiotics, steroids. You mentioned prednisone, because those are good for respiratory issues, right? Particularly if you're just not getting over it. A bronchitis, laryngitis, you're not getting over, losing your voice. But you do have physicians people speak to, so they know that they're getting the right thing. And do you have like a kit that comes, like an all-inclusive kit that you say, okay, this is for the respiratory season? Or does the doctor just kind of tell you what you should have?
Yeah, so we do have these kits that are custom built by the physicians and pharmacists that we work with. We have a flu kit, which has all the medications associated with the flu to help you with the symptoms of the flu. We have a sinus infection kit that helps you with all of the symptoms associated with a sinus infection. So we've designed these kits specifically for this time of the year. We make them available on the website. And then we give you the option to customize one and make one yourself. Everybody can make that informed decision themselves. We want you to have the options that are best for you and your family. I'm not going to just force a kit down your throat just because I think it's best for you, right? Everybody's different. Everybody has their own lifestyle. They manage that themselves, or they manage their family differently. We're an American pharmacy. We're here to provide a great service to all Americans. And by doing that, we allow you to customize it. And we give you the options of the kits as well. So we give you, both of them as well.
That's great. And you said something a little bit earlier, and I just want to clarify this because everyone has been so obviously concerned about COVID since 2020. I know people who had it very badly, and it is, if they hear there's a new strain of COVID going around, they get very panicked, and understandably so, because some people really did have a hard time, right? But I just don't hear that much about it. And you're telling me that a lot of, and it was interesting. I had to take one of my kids to the doctor recently for a, kind of respiratory issue. For the first time ever, they didn't ask for a COVID test or anything. They didn't ask me if I wanted one. They just said, okay, well, I think we should prescribe an antibiotic, see how that goes. If you have a problem, call us back. And that is the first time in years that I hadn't been asked that question. So is it gone?
It seems to be that way, right? The symptoms are similar to the flu. People are just associating the two of them as the same category, right? The flu and COVID. I don't have people coming to work every day or calling out from work saying I have COVID. They're just saying I'm sick. I feel like we're moving past COVID. To me, I think they're one and the same. We've always been big proponents of repurposed drugs for COVID, specifically ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine. We've seen great results from our patients. We track our own data based on our patients giving us the results. So we don't want to say on camera that it works and it's guaranteed because it's off-label use. We can't do that as a medical provider. What we can do is we can provide you the information that you can use in your own sense and speak to a physician and order it if you'd like to try it. That's how we do business here at All Family Pharmacy. We give the Americans that ability to make that informed choice. There are different medications out there that help with both symptoms, whether they're guaranteed or not. I'd say no, but we've seen some great results on them. And then at the end of the day, when you're traveling, we have tons of different supplements and vitamins I'd love to dive into, but it's a long conversation. But we provide them, and we've been providing them since COVID, and it's really helped boost people's immune systems. And we believe that's also a driving factor during flu season, is taking a daily vitamin that's high in zinc and vitamin D3 and vitamin C, selenium, and quercetin. I think those are key components to every day during flu season. That way us Americans can get up every day and do the job that we love.
Yeah, so much of it is about your preventative care, right? And staying healthy, because when I'm healthy, I'm sleeping, I'm eating well, I'm taking my vitamins. I can be around sick people, take care of them, and I don't get sick, right? But it's the moment that I'm not taking care of myself, I haven't done my due diligence on what I need to do with the proper supplements and foods and rest, that then I get it too. So that's a great reminder. It's not just about, yes, be prepared with, the antibiotics and everything else, and who knows what happens with supply chains. So you don't want to wait till the last moment. We learned that in 2020, right? That was a lesson we all learned. But it's also about the daily care, the preventative care by keeping yourself healthy with supplements. Now, like I said, All Family Pharmacy is one of our wonderful sponsors right here at Lindell TV. Mike Lindell just loves you guys. He talks about you guys all the time, and you can take advantage of our promotions by going to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. Yes?
Yes, /Lindell. We talked about it. We want to hint towards next week. We're going to have a big Black Friday sale. It's probably going to be all week long. So, tune into the website next week to see. We do it every year during Black Friday week. Our patients absolutely love it. It's the buy one, get one free sale. We haven't really talked too much about it. We get a lot of emails asking us if we're running our Black Friday sale, which is the buy one, get one free sale, which we will be offering probably starting next Monday. Tune into the website. You'll see it live probably 9 a.m. Monday morning, and it'll go for about a week. My suggestion to anybody out there who would like to take advantage of this sale, place your orders early. Don't wait till the last second. There's going to be an influx of orders that come in. It happens every year. I give my staff Thanksgiving off. They deserve time with their family. Black Friday and that Saturday, those are optional days for them to work. It's a holiday that people are allowed to enjoy with their family, so we do give them that time off if they need it. But I do also have hardworking people who want to come into work and want to provide these services to our patients because they love what they do. So, it's going to get backlogged next week probably. So get your orders in early. I'm going to say it, pretty blunt and as transparent as possible. It's a holiday week, and our employees do like spending time with their family. So things might get a little bit backed up come Thanksgiving. So take advantage of the sale early if you want to take advantage of the sale.
And just to reiterate, you can get, this is a buy one, get one free on even ivermectin, Fenbin, and mebendazole. I know I'm probably butchering that, but it's that as well, right?
Yes, ivermectin, mebendazole, and the hydroxychloroquine. So we have those three going on sale. Next week, buy one, get one free. You buy one capsule, we'll give you one capsule free. That does start next week at Monday, and it'll go for about a week.
Wow, that's really great. That's actually a really great deal. Buy one, get one free. That's fantastic. Like you heard Mike say, don't wait. You don't want to be the last one calling and then say you're on back order, right? December can always be a lot of fun when you're getting out there and mixing it up at wreath making parties and Christmas parties, and you're going to the kids, particularly the kids' school parties, and some kid sneezes on you as you're volunteering and helping out. And then the next thing you know, you're in bed next week. So don't wait, because it is right around the corner. It's good to see you, Michael Kunzler, All Family Pharmacy, allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell.